So first, what I want you to do is process that headline. It is Monday, September the 4th, 2023, 6:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trainer of two-time undisputed champion Terence Crawford and trainer of Chris Eubank Jr., who just defeated in one of the best, if not the best, technical boxing performance of his career. Chris Eubank Jr. defeated Liam Smith in a rematch this weekend, September the 2nd. And Brian Bomac McIntyre has been arrested in an airport in the UK with a loaded handgun. You can't get no more dickhead than that. Bro Mac, what are you doing? I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. The news just came out less than 2 hours ago. I'm an early bird. So the early bird gets the worm. Pause. Exclusive. Chris Eubank Jr.'s trainer is arrested at Manchester Airport after a gun was found in a suitcase by security checks ahead of his flight to the U.S. after Saturday night's fight. Why would you need a gun in the UK? Okay, let's play devil's advocate. Tony Bellew framed him. Conor Benn framed him up. Oh, wait. If Jessica McCaskill had her way, it would be Eddie Hearn framing up Bomac so Bomac can get arrested so he can't be the trainer of Chris Eubank Jr. when it's time for Chris Eubank Jr. to possibly fight PED Eggington Ben. Wild. So so the male sport understands Brian Bomac McIntyre was detained amid dramatic scenes. I wonder if they tackled him. Dramatic scenes at the Manchester airport on Sunday morning. This was yesterday, so he's been booked for about 24 hours or so, give or take. The alarm was raised when a scan of the baggage, which had been checked in ahead of flight, alleged to show a weapon. What were you thinking, Bomac? How did it get in there? Police officer with their own guns descended on a departure lounge at Terminal 2 and arrested the 53-year-old Brian McIntyre, who was due to fly to Atlanta for suspected possession of a firearm. I'm guessing he was going to Atlanta, then probably to Omaha. McIntyre himself, a former boxer from the United States, had overseen Eubank Jr.'s comprehensive victory over Liam Smith. Wild. The suitcase was checked in with little attempt to conceal the weapon. So basically it's just in the bag with some clothes and some sweatshirts with the sleeves cut off and some hats. Saw Bomac be wearing some Scullies. At around 10:45 a.m. on Sunday, September the 3rd, 2023, officers were called to reports of possible firearm being found in hold luggage by airport staff. But what are you doing? What are you doing, Bomac? What are you doing? So they seized the firearm. By the way, take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I am TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. We are back with daily content. So they seized the firearm. Subsequently, a man has been arrested for possession of a firearm and remains in custody for further questioning. This is ugly. He ain't getting this is ugly, like really, really ugly. How the gun came to be in the suitcase will form part of the police's probe. McIntyre is widely regarded as one of the best trainers in the sport. He orchestrated what was Eubank's career best performance in the pair's first fight together. Crawford is viewed by some as the finest pound-for-pound fighters on the planet. He has also been in the corner of former super featherweight champion Jamel Herring, trained Amir Khan for his fight against Kell Brook last year. McIntyre also trains U.S. star Terence Crawford. We talked about that. The pair grew up on the same Omaha street and trained at the same gym. Eubank Jr. team has declined to comment when approached by the male sport. Okay, so this is very difficult to wrap my head around on what type of common sense does it not take to fly internationally with a loaded gun, and what does Brian Bomac McIntyre need a gun in the UK for? Like, I'm in shock. And what I'm going to do now is do a little research on what the potential penalties are for him doing this dumbass shit, if it's true. But are we really going to say that somebody planted it in his bag? Is that what Bomac McIntyre is saying? Somebody got into his room and said, hey, yeah, let's find this handgun. Likely can be traced somewhere, probably back to America, and let's put it in his bag. Doesn't make any sense. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Let's go dig a little bit deeper. So now it looks like he won't be allowed back into the UK. But also, I mean, obviously the news is still fresh. I'm just getting this shit from Twitter. And I think that makes sense that he'll probably not be allowed back in the UK, right? Some saying he's looking at 5 years. I mean, how did it get in the first place? Somebody saying here, he mentioned previously being robbed in the UK, clearly thought bringing a gun was the best shout. Literally the most stupid decision he could have made. I'm looking forward to seeing some more details on this. So he's been booked for a day now. Yeah, but about a day UK time, about 26 hours, 6 hours or so. People are joking around, talking about it was in a McDonald's bag and shit. It's like, bro. And right now he's already sealed his deal as the trainer of the year. And then with Terence Crawford looming in on the rematch, by the way, Errol Spence has activated his rematch clause to face Terence Crawford last week. Ken will be starting soon. From my understanding, the Terence Crawford fight's supposed to be in December. I mean, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence 2 is supposed to be in December. And to get yourself, one of the worst fears I have of my travel life is getting myself into some bullshit over in another country. I had a chance to go to Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua 2. Shout out to Donnell, who arranged that trip for us to get out there. But I was like, man, the last thing TstreeT needs to be doing is going to Saudi Arabia and getting booked for some shit. But this right here, a gun, I don't know I don't know how it works, but getting booked with a piece over there in the UK, some people are saying Derek James set him up. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm trying to find more information, but right now details are real sketchy. Also, whoever allowed him to get in with the gun, you know, they got to go. You know, you need to go back and watch the tape to the people who let him in with that weapon, and they got to go. Simple as that. Because I don't want to go to no airport. I don't care if you Bomac McIntyre or not. Like, I don't want nobody in no airport with no guns around me. Even, listen, not even police officers. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody on no fucking airplanes. So right now, I can't really find any more details, but this is going to be a developing story. And rest assured, Bomac ain't coming home no time soon. What was he thinking? What was he thinking, guys? As this story progresses here, and now Bomac McIntyre is the news of the week. And it's a slow week in boxing, too. No real mainstream fights this weekend. Nothing. And it's Labor Day here in the States. No cookouts, no barbecue. Like boxers, man, and just people in boxing, just, you know, and just all athletes in general. But boxing, these people just be having a dark cloud following them just around. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here looking for more news for you guys to see if anything else has come up. But nope, not at all. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. You can follow me here on Twitter, where I'll be tweeting all the details of the story out on my social media here, as you can see. Look, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Bomac? I just got the fucking news. I just got the news. Dumbass shit. Dumbass shit. This is when fake news came out yesterday that Errol Spence is part ways with Derek James. And then, of course, Blue Blood.
Errol Spence Jr. have declared that he has broken ties with longtime trainer Derek James.
Somebody's saying basically this was out of context. But anyway, yeah, EDP got busted again. Crazy news all around. Follow me on Twitter. I'm TstreeT Controversy. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We will be doing a live stream about this later on, too.